Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy ETho, and I am back with another build video. Now, actually, before I get into what we're doing today, I heard the 7'4" are fucking ridiculous. That's what I've been hearing on socials and everything like that. Now, I haven't played online a lot. You know, I got responsibilities. I can't be on the game every day, all day, unfortunately. But we getting there. I play Pro-Am, and usually in Pro-Am I play the power forward. So this year I wanted to try and make something that could guard 1 through 5. So I made this 6'7", and I've been sitting on this 6'7" for a little bit. I haven't showed it to you guys yet. I was waiting until I actually got to 95 so I could make the build. But that's before I heard about the 7'4" and how just absolutely ridiculous these builds are. So I decided to go back in the builder and make something that was a little taller that I think would be better suited to guard the 7'4". Both builds are really good lockdown builds. Both builds are really good on defense. However, the 6'9" I feel like is more equipped to guard the 7'4" than the 6'7". It really depends on how you feel about it. Both builds are really good. You could probably use both as a park center. Well, maybe not a park center, and I'll tell you why when we get into the game, into the build. But for Rec and Pro-Am, power forward, these are perfect power forward builds. The first one, we're gonna do power forward, 6'7", 250 for the weight and 7'1" for the wingspan. So you're gonna max that out. So right off the gate, I'm gonna just get into it. We ain't got no pass act, chat. We have no pass accuracy whatsoever, because honestly, it's not necessary. You're as a lockdown defender, you're not gonna be passing like that. Obviously, you're gonna pass the ball, but you're not gonna have the ball in your hands that much. You're gonna be corner sitting and you're gonna be playing defense. And in Pro-Am, you're not gonna, if you get the rebound, you're not gonna chunk the ball down the court anyway. It's rare that ever happens in Pro-Am. I've seen niggas run with 25 pass act and still be perfectly fine. So as long as you make smart passes, don't just be trying to chuck the ball down the court. 25 pass act or 32 pass act. Shit, like, no, 25. Like I said, 25 is really good, but we can't do 25 because it's fuck our speed up. Now we get into the finishing. Finishing is also ass. We had to make some sacrifices, and it came at the expense of our finishing and our passing. But I will say, if you do get cap breakers, you can put your pass accuracy up. I don't have my cap breakers yet, so I can't show you how much it would go up to, but I do know some. When you, I know some cap breakers, when you have a really low rating, if you use cap breakers, it'll go up plus like 15. So if the pass act is really something that you care about, you can use some of your cap breakers and get it up to like 60 or something. Because honestly, you get diamond on like 55. So if that's something that you really care about, or even in finishing, if finishing is something that you really care about, you can put it over here too. But as of right now, our finishing is pretty shit and our passing is pretty shit. Normally, I go as low as I can with the mid-range shot. And I normally do around like a 78 or 79 three-pointer, which you can do if you want to. But the reason I did 75 and 80 is because with a 75 mid-range, you get the sharpshooter takeover ability, which is going to boost your three-pointer, and it gives you the sharpshooting badge. And as a corner sitter, as a 3-and-D guy, like, why would you not want the 3-and-D takeover? You know what I'm saying? So I did 80 3-pointer, 75 mid-range. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can go, you know, you can do 78. That's good enough still. You still get set shot specialist on silver. And then you can put the badges. I mean, if you want to do your pass act, you can do If you want to do standing dunk, it's really up to you. But I think that this is probably the best. And this is probably what I'll do if I end up making this build. Now we get into the defense. Now listen, chat, what I wanted to do, like I said, I want to be able to guard 1 through 5. You see that you get an 88 interior defense, which gets you post move lockdown on goal. Plus you got a 91 strength, so you're not gonna be getting bitched down there, right? Then you got a 92 perimeter defense, which gets you challenger gold, on ball minutes gold, pick dodger gold, off ball pest on Hall of Fame, and immovable enforcer on Hall of Fame. Which if you badge +1, that gets you legend immovable enforcer. That's only one legend badge. This build gets a couple. We don't get to them. Max +1 badge on your immovable enforcer, that gets you legend immovable enforcer, right? Now you got a 94 steal. You do +5 with your cap breakers to the 94 steal. You get a 99 steal. That gets you interceptor legend and glove legend. So that's 3 legend badges, right? Then you get an 84 block, which is high flying denier silver, paper troller silver. If you want to use a +1 on that, you can get one of them to gold. I'd say in this case, I'll probably do 94 defensive rebound, which gets you Hall of Fame box out beast and gold rebound chaser. And if you +2 the rebound, if you use your rebound specialization and you use a +2 on rebound chaser, you get legend rebound chaser, and then +1 you get legend box out beast. So that's 5, 4. That's 4. Wait. Yeah, wait, hold on. What? That's 5. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do math. That's 5 legend badges on this 6'7". That's 5, bro. That's crazy. And then on top of that, 5 cap breakers. That's only there's 28. There's 28 cap breakers you can get in this game. If you take out and you get one each season, so take out one each season. There's 20 cap breakers you can get right now, and you only use 5 on steal. So you can put that on pass act. You can put that on finishing. You can put that on fucking playmaking if you wanted to. Like this build. Oh my god, this and you got an 87 speed, so you're not slow. You gonna be flying around the court. You got a 77 vertical. Like, chat, this build is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, this build is insane. But the only con I have for it is that it's 6'7". That is it. That is the only issue I have with this build. Other than that, this thing is nuts on defense. Just absolutely crazy. I think one of the comparisons is Draymond for sure, and physical versatile defender. Versatile. I mean, you get Draymond Green. It's called a versatile defender. You guard 1 through 5. I mean, I don't know, man. Besides, you can't pass and you can't dunk, but that's not what y'all did for. Okay, so now this is the 6'9" build. Couple of things. 186 for the weight. I know what you're thinking. At power forward, 186 for the weight. 72 strength is not gonna be enough to guard those 7'4"s. We're gonna get into that. We not there yet. Just trust me. I'm gonna explain why I did it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna explain right now. So look, I did small forward because small forward, if you do power forward, you can't get to the 186 weight. And I did 186 weight because if you do anything else, you can't get that 92 perimeter defense. So we did 6'9" height, 186 weight, 7'3" for the wingspan. Let's go in there so I can explain it a little better. This is the 6'9", okay? So right off the gate, pass accuracy is still dog shit. It's actually worse than the 6'7", okay? Finishing also ass. You do have a higher standing dunk and driving dunk. I think the 6'7" had like a 60 driving and a 45 standing dunk. So you got a little standing dunk there. So that's a little better. 83 pointer, 75 mid range, so you can get those 3 and D takeovers. I think you still get them from the. Yep, you do. So 89 interior defense and 94 block. That's gonna get you 90. If you use +5 cap breakers on your block, that gets you high flying denier and paper trail legend. The only issue I have with this build is that the strength is really low. Like the defensive rebounder, offensive rebounder are lower than 6'7", but you have a center, so he's most of the time gonna be getting the rebounds anyway. It's still good to have a little bit of rebound, but like that's not really what you're out there for in the first place. So that's why I'm not really worried about the rebounding. The only thing I'm worried about is the strength because obviously, I mean, you got interior defense on 89, but your post move lockdown is a bronze. So if you run into a 7'4" and he drop step you, what is it? Is that interior defense enough to stop that drop step, or at least play better defense on it? I don't really know. So that's the only issue. But I mean, 92 perimeter defense. This is on a 6'7" or on a 6'9" with max wingspan. So you have challenger gold, on ball minutes gold, pick dodger gold, off ball pass Hall of Fame, max wingspan on a 6'9". You got 85 speed, 82 agility. So you're not getting blown by it. You're keeping up with people. I have a 6'8" with 85 speed, and that motherfucker be flying on the court. So a 6'9" plus like the defense is crazy. Then you got a 99 block. I mean, you're guarding 1 through 5. It's just, like I said, that strength makes me a little nervous. And we can't really go up any higher on the weight, because if we do that, then we miss out on the perimeter defense. So it's a hard position to be in. So what I'll say is, if you think that you can still play the defense without the strength, this is the one that you want to make. But if you think that you need defense, or not defense, but if you think you need strength to play defense on the 7'4"s, then this is the build that you need to make. Off rip, finishing is a little worse than it was on the first 6'9". Shooting still the same, pass act is still the same, playmaking still the same. You get an 89 interior defense, 85 for the steal in the perimeter. So you miss out on that 92. You still get that 99 block. This time you get a 92 defensive rebound and a 70 offensive, 80 speed, 76 agility, but an 85 strength. That should be an 85 also, and an 85 vertical. If you think that strength is important, then you can do this, but you're gonna miss out on the 92 perimeter defense, and the speed. You're slower for sure, but you're stronger, and your defense isn't as solid. So that's kind of where I'm like, man, I think that the one with the 72 strength is a little better, just because the defense in general is better. You're faster. You might not be able to rebound as good, but I mean, you're playing way better defense, and that's what you're there for. You're supposed to guard 1 through 5 anyway, or at least that's what I was trying to go for. So, if you think the strength is important and you can make this build, you get your rebounder or whatever, and you still do the +5 on the backline 4 is the name. Crazy. That's kind of what you are, but and you know, you can do +5 to your block, and you know, you can get box out beast and rebound chaser on, or maybe not both of them. Actually, no, you could probably get both on if you get your season. If you get your season cap breaker, or not cap breaker, but if you get your season +2 badge, you can put one on box out beast, and then if you do rebound specials, you can do rebounder, then you get that to legend, and then you get block and paper controller and high flying denier on legend. So you still got some stuff you can mess around with, but it really just depends on what you think is important, honestly. But I think both builds are really solid. I'm leaning more towards that 6-7, but this 6, or actually no, I'd say I'm leaning more towards the first 6-9 that I showed, just because I think out of all three, that's better suited for what I'm trying to do. Going back and forth between the 6-9 and the 6-7, I don't really know. I personally don't like the backline 4 much, so I'm not even really. That's just if you want to do that. I'm not even really considering that one, to be honest. But these two right here, I'm having a hard time deciding. But I'm gonna make one of them. I hope you do the same. If you like the build, if you make the build, let me know in the comments. Like the video for more. Share this bitch too, man. 2K come out tomorrow. When you see it, 2K is gonna be out today, but. You know, 2K come out, man. Let all these new niggas that just got the game know, like, yo, ETho, he got some solid ass builds over there. Go check his shit out. Just, you know what I'm saying? Let them know. But anyway, chat, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I will see you on the next one.